Welcome back to our channel, where each episode is brimming with clues, and missing even a small detail can turn the whole picture upside down. Today, we're embarking on a tumultuous week in Beyond the Gates where hope and tragedy are separated by a single outcome, a single confession, and a single decision that could change the fate of many forever. Honestly, the upcoming events have almost shattered all previous theories. The more I piece together the details, the more I realize that the writers had been subtly planting crucial clues from very early on. And now, it's all converging in a week that promises to shake Fairmont Crest. The focus of attention is Anita. After receiving positive news that chemotherapy has worked, she has chosen to have the tumor removed instead of a total mastectomy. It's a decision filled with hope, but also with risk. During the week of July 6th to 10th, Anita and her family will anxiously await the results of her surgery, a moment that could open the door to life or usher them into an entirely different chapter. But that's just the beginning. While Anita fights for her future, Kat and Tomas face new challenges that threaten to shatter their relationship. Meanwhile, Naomi's shocking confession and Madison's unexpected testimony will send shockwaves throughout Fairmont Crest, forcing many seemingly buried secrets to surface. Will Anita's results truly bring the miracle her family is hoping for? What prompted Naomi to speak the truth at this particular moment? And will Madison's testimony save one life or destroy many more? Join us as we analyze all the most exciting leaks about Beyond the Gates from the week of July 6th to 10th. Because it feels like this will be one of the most important and unpredictable weeks for the film so far. Hold on, what if everything we believed about this character was wrong? I am talking about Kat, and I'm talking about the absolute illusion of stability we are being fed right now. The impulsive shopping. Everyone is looking at Kat's impulsive shopping as just a quirky, annoying little habit that is going to drive Tomas crazy. But no, something is deeply off here. Why is she buying things? What is she trying to fill? I can't stop thinking about this. When she was holding those shopping bags, the camera lingered on her hands, and they were gripping the handles so tightly her knuckles were white. That reaction didn't feel human. It felt like someone who is desperately trying to anchor themselves to the physical world because their internal reality is completely disintegrating. She literally donated a piece of her liver to save Eva's life. Do you understand the monumental, life-altering weight of that kind of physical and emotional sacrifice? You do not just walk away from giving away an organ without intense psychological scarring, yet the show is masking her trauma with retail therapy. It is terrifying. And then there is Tomas. Tomas is getting annoyed by the shopping. Maybe that means nothing, but what if it means everything? What if it exposes a massive, gaping void in how they view their future together? Tomas has been wanting to propose for a long time. We know this. We all know Monday is supposedly this massive, monumental day for them. Both of them are going to be caught off guard by a specific moment. A proposal. It has to be a proposal, right? But do you think he planned this from the start? To wait until she is emotionally fragmented, recovering from saving a child's life, financially acting out, just to drop a lifelong commitment on her. Why was she smiling during that scene when she talked to her cousin Chelsea? She told Chelsea they are absolutely not ready for that kind of commitment, but that smile, it wasn't a happy smile. It was a panicked, cornered animal kind of smile. The nervous behavior in her eyes when she looked away from Chelsea, she is terrified of Tomas. Or maybe she is terrified of herself. I genuinely don't know what to believe anymore. This keeps getting worse the more I think about it. If Kat is spiraling, how is Leslie going to use this? We have to talk about Leslie 2.0. The entire concept of Leslie 2.0 is a psychological trap. I am pacing my room just thinking about it. She gave Eva this incredibly touching gift. It was beautiful. Right? Too beautiful. The editing in that scene, the strange editing choices where the music swelled just a fraction of a second too late, it felt sinister. Darlene and Isaiah seem to have reached a new understanding with her, and they are so pleased. They are buying it. They are buying the redemption arc. But why does every scene feel emotionally manipulated? Leslie is not a reformed saint. She is a strategist. The touching gift is a Trojan horse. She knows Kot saved Eva's life. Kot is the ultimate savior now. How do you think Leslie's ego handles the fact that Kot did what she couldn't? The hidden resentment must be boiling inside her veins. Leslie is going to view Kot not as Eva's savior, but as the absolute greatest threat to her control over Eva. She is going to use Kot's mental breakdown, the shopping, the relationship issues with Tomas, to destroy her. I can see it happening. Wait, I am losing my train of thought. Abrupt topic shift, but we have to talk about Monica. Monica is Garland's new chief of staff, and Leslie is going to clash with her. Monica is not someone who can be bullied. The eye contact between them, I haven't even seen the full episode yet, just the previews, and the eye contact is laced with pure venom. If Monica stands up to Leslie, Leslie's mask is going to slip. Leslie 2.0 will burn to the ground the second Monica challenges her authority. Is Monica the one who finally exposes Leslie? Or will Leslie destroy Monica first? The power struggles are so layered. It feels like I am watching a chess game where the pieces are made of explosives. Maybe I'm reading too deeply into this. I probably am, but the pauses in their dialogue. The heavy, suffocating silence before Monica speaks. It is a declaration of war. And speaking of war, we need to completely shift gears to the absolute bloodbath that is going to be Madison's deposition. Bill and Naomi are walking straight into a slaughterhouse. Mike Davis. Just the name makes my skin crawl. Mike Davis is Bill's mortal enemy, his nemesis. But is this just about winning a lawsuit for Mike? No, absolutely not. The way Mike looks at Bill, it is not about the law. It is about total, unadulterated annihilation. Mike wants to burn Bill's reputation to rash and dance on the ruins. The deposition is going to go horribly wrong for the home team. What evidence is Mike hiding? What did he find? There is a document, an object, something that is going to be slammed on that table that will destroy them. I can feel the anxiety radiating through the screen. But the real tragedy here is Naomi. Naomi is Madison's lawyer. She is supposed to be the shield, the brilliant legal mind protecting her client, but Naomi is falling apart. On Thursday, she makes a confession to Donnie and Jacob that leaves them completely stunned. What is the confession? It has to be the BRCA gene. It has to be. If Naomi confesses that she tested positive for the BRCA gene, it changes the entire fabric of the universe for this family. How can she possibly stay sharp and defend Madison against a predator like Mike Davis when she is carrying the weight of a ticking genetic time bomb in her own body? Her hands were shaking. Did you notice that, in the background of the previous scenes, her hands were trembling when she held her coffee cup? The nervous behavior is escalating. She is completely unraveling disguised as a professional lawyer. And if Naomi has the BRCA mutation, my God, the implications for the Dupree family. This ties directly into Anita. Anita is already fighting for her life. The timing of this is so cruel it feels like the writers are actively trying to torture us. Anita tried to delay her tumor removal surgery. She blamed it on the trauma from the tornado, all the chaos the family has endured. But was that the real reason? Or maybe the show wants us to ignore the obvious. What if Anita delayed the surgery because she already suspects the genetic curse? Vernon begged her to do it now. Dr. Bauer, her oncologist, pushed her to do it immediately. I do not trust Dr. Bauer. I just don't. Why was he so insistent? The pauses in his medical explanation. He looked at the floor before he looked at Anita. Doctors only break eye contact when they are terrified of what they know. Does Dr. Bauer know the cancer has spread? Does he know it's worse than they are telling her? Tuesday is the day Anita, Donnie, Nicole, and Vernon are all going to be sitting in that waiting room, waiting for the results of the tumor removal. The ticking clock on the wall. They always show a ticking clock when someone is going to die. Why did they show the clock 3 times in the promo? 3 times. It is a countdown. If they get good news, why would the atmosphere feel so heavy? I am terrified that Vernon is going to get a look from the doctor that just shatters his soul. And if Anita gets bad news, right at the exact same time Naomi confesses about the BRCA gene, the Dupree family is going to face a multi-generational medical nightmare that will completely break them. The emotional manipulation of these intertwined storylines is staggering. I am emotionally exhausted just trying to predict how much pain they are going to inflict on these characters. Let me circle back to Cod for a second because my mind just won't let it go. If Cod and Tomas implode on Monday, and Anita gets her surgery results on Tuesday, and Naomi drops her breakup bomb on Thursday, the entire week is a masterclass in psychological destruction. Cod's impulsive shopping might actually be a subconscious reaction to the impending doom surrounding everyone she loves. She is buying things because she cannot buy time. She cannot buy health. She cannot buy a secure future with Tomas when she doesn't even know who she is anymore after giving away a piece of her liver. The liver donation is the key to everything. It is the physical manifestation of her giving away her own life force. And Leslie is just waiting in the wings. Leslie is watching Cod weaken. She is watching the shopping bags pile up. She is watching Tomas pull away in frustration. Leslie is going to strike when Cod is at her absolute lowest. I can't stop thinking about the gift Leslie gave Eva. What was inside the box? The way the wrapping paper was torn, it felt violent. A violent tearing of paper for a touching gift. The juxtaposition is driving me insane. Darlene and Isaiah are so blind. How can they not see the monster hiding behind Leslie 2.0? Monica sees it. Monica is the only one with clear eyes in this entire narrative. I need Monica to utterly destroy Leslie before Leslie destroys Cod, but Cod is already destroying herself. She told Chelsea she isn't ready. Chelsea looked at her with such pity. Pity is the worst emotion you can receive from family. It means they know you are drowning and they can't throw you a life raft. Why is everything so dark? I just want one moment of genuine happiness for these people, but every smile feels like a lie. Every hug feels like a betrayal waiting to happen. When Tomas looks at Cod, does he see the woman he loves, or does he see a project he needs to fix? His annoyance at her shopping is so telling. He lacks the emotional depth to understand her trauma. He just wants the picture-perfect wife. He wants the proposal. He wants the ring on the finger to secure his own narrative. It is a selfish, manipulative emotional power struggle disguised as romance. I am calling it right now. The proposal on Monday is going to end in tears. Cod is going to run. She has to run. If she stays, she is going to completely lose her mind. I am sitting here, surrounded by my own chaotic notes, trying to make sense of a fictional universe that feels more real to me right now than my own life. The paranoia is setting in. What if Mike Davis is secretly working with someone inside the Dupree family? What if Naomi's confession is a lie to delay the deposition? No, that's crazy. That is completely unhinged. But is it? In this show, the most unhinged theories usually end up being the truth. The hidden resentments, the secret relationships, the medical cover-ups. It is all a massive web, and we are just the flies caught in it, waiting for the spider to bite. I need Tuesday to get here immediately, but I am also terrified to watch it. I will be analyzing every single blink, every single breath these characters take. Until then, I am going to try to sleep, but I know I will just be dreaming about ticking clocks and shopping bags.